Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, parents, students, faculty. I've come to you today on the 24th of May to talk to you about a recent allegation against me that said that I put my thumb in my own ass and smelled it during the recording of the latest video that we put out on youtube.com/Joe Santagato. Although I understand why it may have appeared to be a ass thumbing plus a sniff, we have the clip from the video prepared so that you all can watch. As you can see, I am reaching behind me and I am scratching my spine. The spine is a bone structure that runs from the top of the neck, I think, down your back to your asshole. And I was, scratching the bottom half of that with my thumb, as I usually do. And then I brought my hands forward to talk, and I did scratch the middle part of my upper lip, so it looks like I was sniffing my own asshole. That didn't happen. I'm innocent, and this is just a fallacy. And I needed to clear my name so that people don't think I'm sitting here thumbing my ass and sniffing it on YouTube. That is all. Thank you. Have a great night. We're going to see what people have to say about me. Try to make fun of your boy. Let's get started. Oh, here we go. This piece of shit.
Yeah, hey guys, Jason Momoa here.
Can we pause for a second? Can someone explain to me why every single white t-shirt that Frankie owns looks like he's worn it a minimum 100,000 times? They're barely white. They're barely hanging on. And it's like, why is there a general sense of, dirt?
A lot of talk about Joe's height. This is actually what it is. Joe is actually 5'8" when he had the hair flip, and now he is 5'3" with god-awful bangs.
Pause it! Pause it! He's reading a script, ladies and gentlemen. Back it up. He paused for laughter. Yeah, bro, you're not on stage. Okay, relax, bro. He's like, yeah, he's 5'8" with bangs. Look at him. He's reading! He glanced at a script.
I don't know if you guys heard, but Joe actually ran a marathon last year. That's it.
Wow, wrote that one down. Glad you wrote that one down, Frank. Joe ran a marathon. Am I right? What's my next joke? Today I fucked up by donating $15,041 to a poor community in Bangladesh instead of the $150 donation I intended. Oh no. I call GoFundMe support line in a panic and explain I accidentally paid too much. No need to worry, he tells me. They will initiate a refund of the transaction, which should process in 3 to 7 business days. Then I ask the agent if the charity will be able to see the donation on the GoFundMe page until it is refunded. He says yes. They will see the $15,000 amount until the refund processes. This is bad. Now these people think they have a $15,000 donation. But then I woke up the next morning, I looked at my phone, and I saw I had 40 plus notifications on Facebook. There were videos with dozens of impoverished... No! There were videos with dozens of impoverished and hungry people in bed. Also weird to add those fucking adjectives right now. Jesus. Frail, elderly, disabled, deformed. I've uploaded a portion of video and a few photos for you guys to see. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, this is horrible. Thank you, dear Michael, for your kind donation. Oh my God.
Appreciate being your first round draft pick for this. That means a lot to me.
Oh, hey, no problem. I don't know first round. What is first round? You mean my first choice?
Yeah,
well, you weren't quite my first choice, but hey.
Wait, hold on.
Hey.
Time out. Hold on. No. So I wasn't your first choice. So they lied to me. You guys lied to me. Great. Because I was told I was first round. Who was first?
Hey, easy.
It was Kevin Hart.
Whoa.
I know you guys are basically dating now. You're hanging out all the time
Jesus.
on Instagram.
Easy, calm down.
That was ballsy for me to say at the time.
Was this scripted?
No, I mean...
You just freestyled that line to The Rock?
Yeah. First thing I want to say is that The Rock is the nicest fucking dude in the world. He was so cool to me. The Rock was creating his YouTube channel at that time, and they made this series called Rock the Promo, and they wanted me to host it. And apparently he wanted me to host it pretty badly. and they were like, we're filming in LA. And I was like, I don't want to go to LA for a couple of weeks. They weren't paying a lot, but it was good exposure. Like, I think it was like $2,000 or something. So I told them, like, I'm not going to do it. And then they were like, what if we film it in New York? And I was like, okay, then I'll do it. So then they came and filmed it in New York. So anyway, I ended up hosting this thing for his channel. It was called Rock the Promo. The finale of that was filming in Vegas, which is where this is. On the flight over to Vegas to film this other thing, I was like, I'm going to write a sketch and maybe he'll be on my YouTube channel, right? Just like a pipe dream. I was just trying to pass the time on this fucking 6-hour flight, wherever it is. So I wrote it and I sent it to his producer, never heard back, nothing. I just did it just to do it. And then we get on set and we're shooting. When he arrives on set, everyone's kind of like swarming him and I'm just kind of like hanging back doing whatever. He says hi to everyone. He's super nice. And then he like seeks me out. So I wrote that sketch and I forgot about it. So we filmed the whole thing that we had to film, and then he comes up to me and he goes, hey, I know you wrote that sketch and I don't have the time to film that, but why don't we just like improv a scene and then you can use that for your YouTube channel? And I was like, what the fuck are you talking? Like, I forgot that I wrote a thing. You know, I was like, what is he saying? And then I was like, oh. So then he's like, let's just like do a scene real quick and we'll put it on YouTube channel. And I was like, all right, cool. I was like, let's just do a scene where, you know, you'll tell me that I wasn't the first choice for this, and then we'll yell at each other, and at the end you'll like rock bottom me. And he was like, all right, cool. And then we just turned towards the cameras and they said go, and this is the whole video. So there was no real like script, there was no takes, there was no editing. This is one shot. There was nothing cut out of it. It was just this. It was just me and him, you know, doing this scene, and it was fucking great.
Come on, buddy.
Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you.
Jesus.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Come on, get in here.
What the hell were you thinking?
I was not thinking, okay? I was upset, clearly.
It's The Rock!
What's up, guys? This week we're going to be talking about the most electrifying part of Facebook. It's the best part, so it's like the vagina of Facebook.
Shut up. Just shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up, dude.
We're going to be talking about the Poke. Not the Pope. Great guy. Love him to death. But this is about the Poke. The Poke works in very mysterious ways. Has powers.
Hold on, pause it. The amount of bracelets that I wore back then is astounding.
The initial Poke. It's kind of like saying, hey, I like how your cleavage looks in your profile picture. Let me get a look-see.
Oh my god! I hate myself. This is just fuck. I hate this fucking video so much.
It's kind of like putting your dick on the table and saying,
I can't! My favorite feeling is when I have a long hair stuck between my ass cheeks in the shower and I get to slowly pull it out. Oh, so good. Oh, I agree. I fucking love that. Also, even when I'm not in the shower and then it's like a hair and you could feel it just like, it just like pulls your butt. Like the skin of your butt's like holding it in. You're like, no, come out. And you pray to God that it doesn't break because that would ruin it. But you just pull this long hair out of your ass and you're like, oh, you're like playing yourself like a violin. Should I be okay with this? I caught my boyfriend jacking off to a sex video he made with his previous girlfriend. Holy fuck, this is fucked up. By the way, nope. This is kind of a sensitive issue because she died when they were still together. Jesus Christ, I did not expect that. Oh my God, he's jerking off to a dead sex tape. Wait. Shouldn't you be mourning? It's not like I'd ever feel comfortable asking him to delete the videos, but it still really bothers me. That's a rough one, dude. I didn't know she was gonna be dead. Maybe she didn't die and he's got you going.
How about you, hot shot? What kind of fantasies do you bring out?
I have tons of fantasies.
Well, name one of them.
Keep evolving. I'm younger and I got skill.
Ew! This is so awkward, I can't watch it! Oh, fuck. I'm younger and I have skill. The question was, what are your fantasies? And he's like, I'm younger and I have skill.
Now, I apologize that he swallowed your face, but if you'd like a real kiss,
do you really want sloppy seconds? Do you want sloppy seconds?
I can't even watch that. I can't even watch that. I cannot fucking watch that. She just said that. Do you really want sloppy seconds? I'd be like, get me off this fucking hayride. I'm going to hell. Do you know that there are multiple articles on the internet trying to figure out why we all watch our own Instagram stories multiple times a day? Whenever any of us are creating any sort of content, we are performing. You're not being 100% authentic in that moment. You're basically playing like a character that is based on your own life. And not only are you the main character in this world, but you're also the critic, and that's why you can't stop watching your Instagram story. It's called the looking glass theory, which is basically the idea that people's thoughts and opinions of themselves are completely contingent upon how others perceive them. Even yourself in this situation, because technically you are part of the audience. So not only is everyone else judging your every move, but you're also looking at your own shit as a audience member going, do I look cool? Do I look pretty? So it's kind of crazy that we're like living our lives, exaggerating our lives, putting pretty filters over it, and then trying to convince not only other people, but our own self that we are good enough to post. Went on a date with a guy in the medical field. He told me that because of the process of cells separating in an involuntary process, I'm going to get a nosebleed already. I already would have been out on the state. Well, the process of cells, I'd be like, dude, what's your favorite color first? He told me that because of the process of cells separating in an involuntary process, growing and birthing a baby really isn't that much effort for women. Oh my God, you idiot. He believed that women and men put in the same amount of effort when birthing a child, and maybe men even more because they have to deal with the stress of the woman. Fist this man. Because a fist isn't even as big as a baby's head would be, so let's see how you do with a fist in your ass. Okay? How about we go home back to my place after this first date where you're already admitting that you're a misogynist and I fist you. Okay? We'll see how comfortable you are with that. And then for the next 9 months, have a random foot press against your stomach and maybe throw up for about 4 months out of the process every single morning. You tell me what's harder. Okay? See, this is why incels exist. You know what I mean? Because people say stuff like this and then women are like, well, I'm obviously not going to have sex with you. And they're like, what the It must be something broken with women. It must be them. Like, Jesus Christ, man. We did a video on women's icks about men, so I thought that it was only right to do a video about men's icks about women. When women say their animals are their babies, I will say that as well. Yeah, I will say that that's a pretty big ick. I don't care if they like say that it's like, oh, this is like my baby. It's just if you actually treat the animal like that, it's a little weird. Like if you're letting your cat eat out of your mouth or something, like that's disgusting. If you take like Christmas card pictures with your pets, I'm like, okay, we're like getting to the point where I'm starting to like, what is happening? You know, like what's going on? Because now I'm scared. Or honestly, I know this probably is gonna offend some people, but like, there's no reason to have 3+ cats in one house. Like, there's no reason for that. 3+ cats is insane. 3+ dogs is crazy too. Especially if you have a Great Dane and then have another dog. What? A Great Dane should have its own bedroom, dude. But having like 4 cats, you're like, what's happening here? We're feeling something with cats that should be filled in at therapy, I think, okay? You can't cat your way out of a problem.
And I have never kissed a girl on the lips. Well, we've like joked about it before, like, oh, I really want to kiss you right now. Oh, nope.
Oh, pump fake that bitch! Hold on, pause it. So this is what we call edging. You know what I'm saying? Like you get her right to the point where she thinks it's going down, and you go, psych, and then she's really horny for this kiss. This guy might be a genius. I don't know how you get to this point, but I do think this guy's onto something. He's been edging this girl for I don't know how long, and himself. He may just explode when he kisses a woman.
We're saving our first kiss for our wedding, and a lot of people are just like shocked when they hear that. Like, really? Is that hard to do? As if no one ever does it.
I'm a little nervous.
Butterfly kisses. I mean, you're right there. You might as well just hit the lip.
Oh yeah, it's time. I gotta get ready and I gotta do this.
Oh, he's got the... Oh my God, dude. Play it again. Oh my God! That wasn't kissing. That was 2 birds. That was a bird, mama bird, feeding another bird. Super sick kiss. I'm gonna give it a 0 out of 10. So we asked a bunch of women to send in their biggest icks, and we're going to react to them. We'll see if they make sense or if it's bullshit. Men who test ice cream with a tiny spoon. That's a really good one. Can I try the mint chocolate chip? Just make a decision and hate it on the way home, dude. First of all, it's ice cream. It's gonna be good. Oh, can I? I hate that too. That would be an ick for me, for women. I stop trying everything. I hate it. I don't test shit, by the way. I never test anything. Like even at like a brewery or something's like, oh, you want to try it? I'm like, I'm just going to make a decision, and if it sucks, I'll choke it down. Like that's pretty much it. But yeah, I can see that. Like you're like, oh, I'm with this like manly man. He's like, let me get this little. Taste a little bit of Rocky Road. It's like, chill the fuck out, my guy. 2% of men fold. Only 63% of women are folding the toilet paper, which is shocking to me because you would think that women are like neater or more organized or whatever's going on, but they're mostly crumplers. And I crumple, so does that mean I'm more like a woman? So if you're one of those people who are sitting home right now and you're going, men, women, Joe, there's more than that. What about non-binary people? What can you say about them? I'll tell you about them. Fucking non-binary people, they crumple the most. 39% of the non-binary crump, okay? Compared to women, 37% of women are crumping and 28% of men are crumping. But the non-binaries, they're crumping 39% of the time. What does it mean? I don't know. I'm just giving you the data. Data. I'm a big dude, 6'6", 250, and had to have surgery on my calves because of varicose veins. The day of the surgery, I was told to get completely undressed and put on the generic open back gown. I was led to the operating room by a nurse and was placed on a cold metal table. They administered some local anesthesia to my legs, and after about 10 minutes laying naked in a cold, brightly lit room, waiting to be sliced up, I was super anxious, so I was laying there still with my eyes closed, trying not to panic. The nurse said, anesthesia has been given. Patient ready. Doctor 1 walks to the OT table and says, wow, big fucker. Wow, big fucker, but such a small dick. The other doctor laughed and I opened my eyes and said, what did you say? This is awesome. The nurse panicked and reminded them it's just local anesthesia on the leg and that I was still conscious. Nobody said another word to me for the rest of the operation. Dude, not only is this a hysterical story that you can tell for the rest of your life, sue. And it's not that you sue the doctor. Sue the hospital. They have enough money. Healthcare should be free. Take them for every dollar they have. Big or such a small dick. Like, yo, doc, give me a fucking break, dude. You got a dick. I'm on a cold table. You numbed my legs. Give me a break. You know what I mean? I'm 6'6", 250. You put a 10-inch dick on me, it's going to look small. I'm massive. This isn't fair. You're not giving me a fair shot. Let me go in the bathroom and slap it around. You come back in here and you give me a second opinion, all right? We have a bunch of people that were cheated on and then took revenge on the cheaters. Before I moved out of my boyfriend's apartment after I caught him cheating, I bought a bunch of shrimp from the food store and hid them all around the house when he wasn't home. Dude, this is a 10 out of 10 for me. I took the tops of all the toilets and put shrimp in there. Damn, that's fire. I'd just be flushing shrimp water forever. I buried shrimp in the dirt of all of our potted plants. I dropped shrimp in the vents of heater and air conditioners. Dude, this is wild. I put shrimp under his mattress and behind the Wi-Fi router. Behind the Wi-Fi router? It's such a random, like, niche one. I unscrewed one of the smoke detectors and put a small shrimp in there and then put it back on. All right, this person needs to go to jail. You're obsessing over the shrimp. She's like, I demoed the house and I put the shrimp into the foundation. Like, what are we talking about? This is a 10 out of 10. Shrimp, I don't know why shrimp is so good, but it's correct. You know, it's the right food to be hot. It had to be shrimp. It was always going to be shrimp. The rule/function of the golden snitch in Quidditch is stupid and completely ruins what would otherwise be an awesome sport to watch. Imagine if in basketball, each team had a player out in the parking lot trying to catch a frog for the win. You're watching a great game that's been neck and neck, and then suddenly the buzzer sounds halfway through. The game's over. Ramirez just got the parking lot frog. Honestly, yeah. Also, if it's gonna be this golden snitch, oh my God, you're a seeker. That's the craziest. He's the youngest sneaker in 100 years. Bro, the guy catches it in every movie, I feel like. Also, caught it in his mouth. Get the out of here, dude. This little thing with the fastest wings ever. Like, I get he's got the Nimbus or whatever the but he shouldn't be able to catch that thing. I'm completely on board with this. The snitch is stupid. Should not have that. Just score the points, man. Just score the points, and that's all. I've gotten the classic, you'd be a lot prettier if you didn't have so many tattoos so many times in my life. But she's got the tattoos. Why say that? Men are so dumb. It's almost as if you, like, want to be rejected. You know, like, why would you be mean to somebody? Like, I don't understand. You'd be a lot prettier if you didn't have so many tattoos. You'd be a lot smarter if you just shut the up.
Mattress Firm is a giant money laundering scheme.
An intersection in Cambridge, Massachusetts has two across the street from one another. There were at one time 5 Mattress Firm stores within a 1-mile radius of each other in Indiana. People typically buy a new mattress every 7 to 10 years on average. Not enough demand. A number of theorists have taken time to scope out and visit Mattress Firm locations. You people are sick. They visit Mattress Firm locations showing they do not get many customers. Employees also refuse to answer questions. Oh, this is fucking Chuck E. Cheese all over again.
There's one guy who went to one Mattress Firm and then went to the one across the street. Before he even got to the one across the street, the other Mattress Firm called that Mattress Firm and let him know that people are out scoping mattress
What
firms.
is going on, folks?
I think my strategy is just go for the kiss. Maybe I'll be able to like slip tongue, and then from there things take off, and who knows, maybe she's my first girlfriend.
Why is everything white? Like, it's a mental hospital? Gotta get what?
Hello. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. What's your name?
Oh my God.
I'm Josh.
Hi.
Can I kiss you?
Hell yeah. No! He's leaving! Oh my God. He's really going? He goes? Ow. Ow. I feel like my head feels scrunched. Like I'm like, oh my God. Dude, he was talking about slipping tongue, first girlfriend. He gives her the old mwah on the hair. He kisses her on the hair.
Can I kiss you?
Sure.
I can't. It's so hard to watch that. He grabs her shoulders. Gee, I've kissed my grandmother more sexually than this.
I don't know if this really counts because I didn't intentionally do it. But one time I dislocated my jaw blowing my boyfriend at the time.
God damn, dude. Imagine you're getting blown and there's a dislocated jaw. First of all, what does that do to your ego? You're like, I just fucking dislocated your shit with my stuff.
My jaw was stuck open for 8 hours. I had to go to the ER, and they had to put me under and basically yank my jaw down and put it back in place. To answer some of your questions about that, yes, I made him finish.
I wasn't gonna ask that. Today you're going to figure out exactly where you stand in society because we surveyed over 11,000 people to better understand post-bowel movement hygiene trends. Some of you dick whistles wipe your asses in ways that I didn't even know were possible. And frankly, I don't know how your rim hasn't fallen off yet. Toilet paper style, okay? You got folding and you got crumpling. I like to crumple, okay? I like to get a little messy. I like to put it up into a ball and then I go crazy in my asshole like that. Who has time to do a little origami when you're taking a shit? 66% of you 11,000 people that we polled are folders. And only 34% of us are crumps. This is more time efficient. You know, if I get in there, especially in a public restroom, I'm just pulling as much as I can and then balling it up and fucking, you know, honestly, it's like a cheese grater against my asshole. I'm not gonna lie, that's probably better, but I just, who has that time? Whatever. 66% of you guys are overachievers. Fuck you. In 2023, women decided we're gonna let guys know the little things that bother us about them. The ick trend that put men on notice, I, for one, enjoy this. I think that it's funny. Like, I think that it's funny to hear about the little things because I think it makes sense. Like, little stupid shit turns you off about people, and I like hearing about it. Dudes get so upset about this for some reason, but it just sounds like they're insecure. Here's some examples. One, we have tying a shoe, which how do you not understand that? Like, the guy of your dreams is standing there, and all of a sudden he's like, I gotta tie my shoe, and just gets down on a knee, and he's like, do-do-do-do-do. Like, wearing a sweatshirt tied around your waist. Yeah, to me, that's like, you know, a soccer mom or something that would do something like that. Walking downhill, that's a huge one. If you ever walk down a hill, it looks like you're shaking ass, dude. Like, it looks like you're throwing ass when you're walking down a hill because you got to, like, bounce and shit. Setting up a fish tank. I can see why some of these things are unattractive to women. Like, if you met the guy of your dreams and he's funny, he's successful, he looks good, he smells good, he has all this stuff, but then he goes to jump in the water and he holds his nose and brings his like knees up to his chest, you're like, what the fuck was that?
Helen Keller wasn't real.
She wrote 14 books and over 475 speeches and essays. Helen Keller wrote 14 books? She learned to read and write and speak through finger spelling, braille, and touching people's... Braille? I said braille! Braille! How do you learn Braille if no one can, like, teach you what the Braille means? In 1946, she flew a plane for... Get the fuck out of here! She flew that plane?! Like, hold on, that changes everything. She apparently beat up her teacher and knocked her teeth out? This bitch brawls too? I just can't really like wrap my head around her becoming so intelligent that she wrote 14 books, flew a plane, and beat the fuck out of the person who taught her how to do that. 97.5% of YouTubers will not make enough money to even reach the US poverty line, which is a whopping $12,140. I know homeless people who live on the train and play drums on paint buckets who make more than that. Isn't that weird? 52% of kids want to chase a dream that more than likely will not be lucrative.